this is all 10, mind you, that it all fucking sucks. Like, everything is just fucking terrible. When I say getting on the train, getting off the train, being on the train is fucking terrible. For the simple fact that you can get on the train, get bumped, and nobody's gonna say sorry. You get off the train, you're still getting bumped. Now you get on the train, you're getting bumped, pushed, pretty much dragged throughout all 9 cars. Just walking down the street, period. Like, it's busy up until 3 o'clock in the morning. Why is everybody outside at 3 o'clock in the morning? So you be sleep. Don't you got work at 9 o'clock in the morning? Don't you work at 9 to 5 job, sir? I'll show I don't, but I'm home at 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing at 3 o'clock in the morning that you can't be home at 3 o'clock in the morning? You got kids. I'd be home at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd be knocked the fuck out. 8 is absolutely terrible is because train, not the train. Traffic, period, is terrible. Traffic is absolutely terrible. You can get on a highway, you can go into an intersection, and you're still for at least 15 minutes after you enter the highway. And now, as you cruising through the traffic, mind you, you're in traffic, like I said, as you cruising in traffic, you're in traffic to your destination for like 3 hours. You could be off, and traffic could be absolutely terrible. And you're just stuck in traffic for no apparent reason. Yeah, street traffic. I know this is part of 7, but this is street traffic. Street traffic is way different than highway traffic. Highway traffic lasts at least like 2 hours. Street traffic lasts about hours. Like, you could be going uptown from 42nd Street on the street, and you'd be trapped for like 5 hours going uptown. Because highway traffic is so terrible, you decide to take the street, and the street traffic is literally terrible as well. But it's even worse at the fact that you're taking the street. Who in the right mind would get off the highway from a 2-hour traffic to jump on the street to get on a 5-hour traffic? I wonder if that makes any sense. Damn sure it doesn't to me. Parking. Parking in New York is terrible. New York parking is absolutely terrible. Now, say you and your girl go out to eat. You driving to New York. You driving like a Jeep Grand Cherokee, a regular Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2017, 18, and you want to park in front of the store. You want to park in front of the restaurant, movies, wherever you going. You want to park. There's at least one parking spot that's available, and that's in front of the fire hydrant. Now you gotta circle around the block. You circle around the block at least five times. So you're putting at least 10 miles on your car circling around the block 5 times. No parking found. Now your movie starts, let's say 11:45. Your movie starts at 11:45. You're there at 11:40. You got your tickets. You just want to go in, get your snacks, and take a seat. You can't take a seat because you're finding parking. Parking is so fucking terrible in New York that you gotta literally drive a whole mile to park, to come back, to go to the movies. Parking is literally freaking terrible in New York. Like, you can't find parking absolutely nowhere at no time. Like, 24/7 parking is really ridiculous. Like, it's really ridiculous. Walking into, I want to say, a clothing store is absolutely terrible in New York. Anywhere in New York, whether it's Cross County, 34th Street, 42nd Street, 125th Street, Fordham, the Heights, Bay Plaza Mall. Anywhere you could think of is terrible. You could walk in, and you literally just walk into a whole group of people. When I say a whole group of people, you walk into at least 10,000 people in one place. and it's terrible because when you get online, you behind I'm not gonna lie. Once you walk in, you're like, okay, the lines ain't deep. It's 5 people at the line. You go to check out, your ass is at the fucking exit sign. You might as well just take your shit and walk the fuck out. Fuck the alarm. Uh, and like it's just terrible. Like these things can absolutely happen to anybody. They could be slow one moment and you just got hit with a rush. That's another like, that's another reason why I don't like working in the city because you get hit. It don't stop. It just keep coming. It just keep coming. It don't stop. It does not stop. Living about in New York is gunshots. Now I've been living here for 21 years from the time I was born up until now, and gunshots. When you hear gunshots out here, it's instant death because bullets got no name on them. They can ricochet and hit you at any given time, so you don't know. You don't know when they could bounce off concrete, slap one right in the shoulder. Never know. Now, I mean, when I hear gunshots, don't get me wrong. I just keep walking because at the simple fact that I know if it's not going to hit me, but I do know that it's not aiming at me. So I ain't doing anything wrong. I didn't go up to the person and be like, you know what? Fuck you, have a nice day. Now I'm going to go this way, and he's going to pop one right in my shoulder. Living in New York is absolutely terrible because of this. And I'm going to say the weather is absolutely terrible. The weather is really terrible. The weather is just fucking terrible. Like 1 minute it's raining, next minute it's snowing, and then the next day you just go outside and everything is just ice cold. You can walk outside your house and literally crack your skull wide open because of the ice. So, and if you spin out, you practically just drifted on ice and just spun right out. You have no control. But because of the weather actually can be fun at one point because you can go outside, throw some snowballs at a couple of people, get away with it. At a certain age you can. And at some places you can. Because nowadays nowadays in the 5 boroughs, they kind of, arresting kids for throwing snowballs at buses now. So it's kind of stupid. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but I definitely have. So it's so stupid. Another thing that I hate about living in New York is obviously the police. Because nowadays they just pull people over for no apparent reason. They arrest people for no apparent reason. They just give you speeding tickets for no apparent reason. Like you can literally drive 55 miles on the highway, and that's actually the state law. You can drive 55 to 65 miles on the highway, and they'll just pull you over for no apparent reason and say that you're speeding because you're sitting in a fast car. Like you could be sitting in a Hellcat or I-8, and they'll just pull you over for no apparent reason, for the simple fact that they are not getting paid the amount they're supposed to be getting paid. So they just pull you over, they write you a ticket, and then when you sit in court and you fighting that ticket, and they in there looking at you like, yeah, you about to pay this bitch. No, I'm not. To the city, it's just something that I drew accustomed to living a couple of miles from the city. I drew accustomed to quietness up here. There's the loudness that goes on down there. Like everything is just so loud. Like I'm so used to quiet. Like I live, not gonna lie, I live like a couple of miles from the city. I live like not too far from the Bronx. And living up here, this is not the suburbs. Don't get me wrong. This is not the fucking suburbs. I can tell you that. This is another reason why the struggle is actually like the way it is. But I say this because it's just so loud down there. Like like you just go to the city and have a good time, or you just go down there and see a couple of friends, family, and motherfuckers just yelling in your ear over your music. Like, can I listen to my music in peace? Like, I'm really trying to listen to some G Herbo, some Bibby. Some of y'all might say Bibby, so Bibby's kind of nice. But trying to listen to some Fab, some East Side, like some Dave East. Like, I'm really trying to bump, and y'all niggas is fucking my music up. I gotta come to my own hometown. I just hate living in New York because of that, because I can't enjoy my music. Like, why do I have to hear you over my music? I shouldn't have to hear you over my beats, over my iPhone headphones. Like, I shouldn't even have to hear you a block away in a car. I shouldn't have to hear you. Why do I have to hear you? But you know what? That's how we was born and raised in New York. So that's how we get down. Some of us was raised to be loud, obnoxious, immature. Believe it or not, that's just how we was raised. That's how we was bred. Some of y'all like to say we was bred that way. But no, that's just who we are as New Yorkers. New Yorkers are loud. Like we're the city of flashing lights. Believe it or not, like we're the Big Apple. That's what tourists call us. It's the Big Apple. They call us New Yorkers. Like if you go anywhere else, you go to Texas, North Carolina, like the suburb states, and you bump your music. Oh, he's a New Yorker. He's a New Yorker. No. I just do it just to piss you the fuck off. That's exactly why I do it. I'm not just a New Yorker. I just do it to piss you off because I don't like you. I just don't like you. Like, you gonna call me a New Yorker because I'm from New York?
Sit down in the corner, shut the fuck up, and take notes, bitch. Just take notes.